Did it make you cry? I feel like I cried at one part, not the ending. One of the parts with Jinx and her mental illness, of course. I cried at least with one part. Oh, I was just gonna talk about the sex scene. Hollow Nikki says, I find sex scenes in movies to be very unnecessary. Unless it's a movie about sex. Why? Sex is like a normal part of life. I feel like that we need more sex scenes. We need the extended Sesbian Lex scene. The fact that we go out of our way to avoid sex scenes is the real crazy part. It's like the most natural thing to life. Like you exist because of sex. So to go out of your way to avoid showing any sexual energy, that's fucking delusional. That's insane. You are brainwashed by culture and religion, and oh my god, you're so fucking brainwashed that you don't even realize it. It's at a subconscious level that you're afraid of sex scenes. You're like avoidant of it. You know? Like if you're so avoidant to this perspective where you don't even want to see it portrayed in any media, even though it's a core part of being a human, a core part of existence of life, the most natural thing ever, and you're like afraid that it's shown. That's because of society and culture influencing you from childhood up to like avoid it. Yeah, but you don't care to see it because you've been brainwashed, really. Like, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with sex scenes in media. Cried tears of joy when I saw Vi and Caitlyn doing what they were doing. Oh my gosh. It was so small. It was like such a small scene. Like, it's fine. Like, it was good. To specifically avoid the sex scene, you're really missing a lot of tension. Like, okay, God, this makes me so fucking mad. In any one of your reactions, in any one of your interactions in life, tell me there's no sexual energy involved. Tell me, anytime you talk to a girl, like any extended relationship, are you really going to tell me there's no sexual energy involved? So to like completely avoid all of that in any media portrayal, that's delusional, if anything. Like, you're going out of your way to avoid something that is present. You should have more of it. There's like, especially American culture, like Christianity being fucking insane about sex behavior. Where they demonize sex, actually. Demonizing sex is more insane than showing a little bit of it. It's total brainwashing. Really? Am I gonna die? I'm so scared to shoot here. I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. Such a small and unnecessary scene. Oh my fucking god. The tension. Relationships. How is it unnecessary? Dude, to have no intimate connection in a show? Oh my god. You, from literal kindergarten up, you are pursuing intimate connection. The fact that there's no intimate connection in your media, that's abnormal. It is necessary to show intimate connection. Like, that's one of the core reasons to exist in the world as a human. Like, how are you gonna completely avoid all intimacy? Something's wrong there if you feel like you have to avoid that on a subconscious level, like legit. Like, I get it. I get it. After breaking up with this girl, every time I see somebody in love, I'm like, I get like PTSD. Do you ever think like people had their heart broken and they go into denial and like they say, yo, that was so close. They go into denial, right? And then like, instead of like being aware that they're in denial, they're like, oh, I just don't like this anymore. Like, this makes me feel bad, but I don't understand why this makes me feel bad or why I don't enjoy this. But like, what if it's because like they had their heart broken earlier and then it like reminds them of how they had their heart broken. But then like they subconsciously they turn away from it to protect themselves from pain. And then instead of like being aware of that, they're just like, "Oh, I just don't like this." Like it's like, does that make sense? Because like after having my heart broken and I see people in love and it's like everything reminds me of things. Everything reminds me. I'm like, "Fuck." I literally get like flashbacks and it's physically painful. But like what if you just go into denial to protect yourself? That's kind of what I feel. That's the vibe I feel from people who are against sex, really, and intimacy. It does suck, but time heals and you can try again. It's true. I'm the brokenhearted. That's why you're here. You're here. I'm here to guide you to healing.